Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're going to be replacing the headlights on the 350Z, so let's get to it. Alright guys, so we're going to be taking off these crappy headlights that came with the Z. The passenger side one is broken, so I figured I'd just change them both and replace them with something that looks a lot nicer. They're Spec D headlights, so they're painted black inside. I know you could do that to these, and I probably would have tried if the other one wasn't broken, but I picked these up for like 190 bucks on sale, so let's get to it. Alright guys, so here are my old headlights. I just put them on so that I could do some test drives and not get pulled over for not having headlights. They're not even plugged in right now, so we're gonna get these off. So if you want to do this, you're gonna have to take off your front bumper. If you want to learn how to do that, go to my video about taking off the front end and I explain how to do it. So after you do that, we're gonna pop the hood. Alright, now that we got the hood propped, we're going to take off this bolt right here. There's another one right here, and then a third one right in here. So after I get those three bolts off, I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so now that we got the old headlight off, we're going to have to take off this bracket here, and then also take off this ballast from the back and switch it over to this headlight because it didn't come with a ballast. So we're going to get that done, swapped over, and then we'll get this headlight in. Alright guys, the last thing I'm going to do is install these new bulbs I got since the other two were burnt out. I got these off Amazon. Let's see. The brand is RCP and they're 600 or 6000K, so they're going to be like a bright white. I'll do a little review on these and let you know how they work out. So let's get to putting these in the headlights. You got to be really careful. They give you gloves to put on while you put these in. So we're going to see if we can get this in without breaking it. Hopefully not, because then that's another 25 bucks or 30 bucks that we got to spend on bulbs. So let's get to trying to put these in and we'll get the headlight installed back in. Alright guys, so I got this bracket transferred over, I got the bulb installed, so now we're going to put the headlight back in and see if it works. Alright guys, we got the headlight on, looking pretty good. Now for the most satisfying part. Oh yeah, that looks way better than before. As you can see, this looks way better. Got these black accents inside compared to this dingy old headlight. Got all kinds of cracks under the surface that'll never come out. So we're gonna get this one changed over and we'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, I'm going to get a little bit more detailed on swapping all this stuff over just in case you need it. I realized I didn't really go into that much detail in the last one, so the first thing we're going to do with this old one is remove this cap. And you see the one part of the ballast right here. You got to disconnect this. That's what the light bulb connects to. We're not using these light bulbs again, but if you are, you want to be really careful because these light bulbs are super fragile. So you want to just push down and twist this out, then the light bulb will pop out. But again, we're not reusing these, so I don't really care about this light bulb. This one's burnt out anyways. So the next thing we're going to do is unhook the ballast from here, this clip here. And then there's 3 screws holding it in. They're all Phillips head screws. Then after those 3 screws are out, you should be able to just wiggle this out. Alright, to finish getting this off, you'll remove this tiny little screw right here, and then this is just a clip that you gotta depress. Just be careful with this ballast, you don't want to break it. It's pretty pricey to replace. Alright, so we got the ballast off. You can see this is where this clip clips into, and this is where the plug goes, and the 3 screw holes right here. So we're going to put that aside so we could put it on the new headlight. Then you're going to want to pull this piece through. It's got a little ground here that you got to wiggle off. And then this will pull right out. This is the piece that the light bulb goes into, and this is the end that plugs into the ballast. And then the last thing we need to do is just take off this bracket here. Then we're done with this headlight. Now we got our new one. I'm just going to go ahead and install this bracket right away so I know which way it goes. Then you're going to take this cap off again. Sometimes it's a little hard to get this cap off because it's got this really thick seal on it, but if you keep playing around with it, you'll eventually get it. So now I'm going to reroute this through and then plug the ground back into it. Then we're going to plug it into the ballast. And then we're going to screw the ballast back to the headlight. Alright, now that that's all back together, we just got to put the light back in. So this is the box it comes in, the RCP lights. I got it off Amazon again for 30 bucks. Comes in a pretty nice box, has some foam in here, and then they come in these plastic tubes that you got to unscrew. I'm going to go ahead and put the gloves back on. These are anti-static and they keep you from getting oils and fingerprints on the light bulbs and causing them to burn out faster. Alright, so first you're going to put the bulb in, and then that way you can get these 2 things latched in. You can make sure that it's in the exact right position because there's little notches on the bulb and on the headlight to where it lines up perfectly. And then you'll take your ballast and then just reattach it. And then twist, and then it's back on, and we're ready to put the headlights back in. Alright, got the second one installed. Oh yeah, looks so damn good. Looks a million times better than it did before. Now let's check the lights. Alright guys, there we go. We got 2 good working headlights now. Color's a pretty good white. It's pretty white crystal, so the 600K bulbs are pretty nice. I might eventually get some maybe bluish colored ones instead, but for now it works. We got some headlights, we could drive at night, and we're good to go. There we go, my bros. Now the Z has new headlights. She's getting a little bit better, looking a little nicer. Still got a little ways to go. We got some big parts coming up. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe. I'll be putting out some more content coming up. I just got back from vacation in Mexico, so we're gonna start kicking it back into gear. So stay tuned and have a good one, guys.